And that man sacrificed his knight next. What? But that doesn't make sense, because if you take that, there's no mate. You're deflecting a defender. But from what? There's still this. Now, Anish must take, just so you understand. Anish cannot play rook b8. That just wouldn't work. White can just defend and then keep attacking. So Anish is like, I don't get it. I'm going to take. He sacrificed a pawn, a rook, and a knight. And now we can add another piece to that collection. He sacrifices the bishop. What? But he just takes. White is too slow to get checkmate here. Black is just playing rook a7. That was another part of Anish's idea. When Anish played the move a5, he knew if his queen ever left, the rook would guard the king from a distance. That's the entire purpose of having a rook. So it doesn't need to stand in front of the king. It can guard it from a distance. Okay? Anish is playing all the logical moves. h6, rook a7. What I think Anish overlooked is that White does not need to take the bishop yet. White could take and then do this and then hang out and try to get this and get mate, and it's very scary, no doubt about it. In fact, the position is losing here for Black unless Black goes here and sacrifices the rook for the knight. This knight is a 5.5 point knight. It's so powerful. And rook h1 is simply unstoppable here. That's probably what Anish thought was going to happen. But Mamedyarov plays rook h1. The joker card of the attack has been revealed. The h-pawn was never going to take the bishop. The h-pawn needed a boost. White threatens mate in 2. h7, knight g6. The king is smothered to death in the corner of the board with a full army of pieces around. That is 25 points of material rendered useless. Oh my goodness. Rook h1 and h7 is on the way. The only move here that does not lose for Black on the spot is rook to f6. Rook f6, rook h6. Anish is like, that's losing. I might as well go out with a bang. Rook f2. But where is the bang? h7. We know that if the king goes this way, there's mate. But what about here? He sacrifices his queen. He makes a new one. He gives a check. The black king must now step away from the rook, otherwise he will be forcefully removed. The rook is now gone. After one more check and a very simple retreat back, Anish Giri resigned this game.